Okay, should I start? Okay, I got you. Long story short, we had a lot of people to interview.
Can I test your voice again?
Hello. Hello. Because the first time when I told you, I had a lot of emotions where I couldn't barely talk.
Life's a journey!
Life's a journey.
Okay.
Not a destination.
Excuse me, do you mind if I ask you a few questions?
No, not at all.
So like at home, so there's a lot of like memories, and so that makes you comfortable.
I think it does. Yes, I think it does.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
A moment can be anything. 10 seconds.
1 hour.
All we know is that one moment can change you forever. It was a regular day in Malaysia. I was watching TV like I always did. My dad got a call from someone who I assumed at the time was unimportant as I was only 10 years old. He put the phone down with a big smile, and the very words I can still remember were yelled, "I'm going to Duke." From being happy for him, my emotions took a turn for the worst in a matter of seconds. He told me we were moving to America. In Malaysia, I had everything. Mates to cook for me, and my parents around all the time. But here I had nothing. My mom had to go back to Malaysia because she ran businesses there. So I only ever saw her 6 months out of 12, and in intervals. My dad cooked for me, but whenever he wasn't home, I'd have to do stuff on my own. Around this time, I slowly realized I had to stop acting like a little kid and act more mature, even if it took a while. I hated my parents for not always being there for me. The first 4 months were tough when I got to North Carolina. I attended this Catholic school where I got bullied because I didn't believe in God. I learned my lesson though. Don't argue with the majority. I wore a mask of happiness, but behind the mask were emotions of hate, anger, and disappointment. Me getting bullied was probably one of the reasons why I was so angry. I played a lot of soccer. It keeps me at peace, but sometimes I am still really angry. It takes a while for my emotions to go away. I don't really deal with them. Instead, I just accept the fact that my life is different from most kids and just move on with it. Now as I look back 4 years later, I realized that moving was the best thing that ever happened to me. My mom told me that everything would take time, and sure enough, she was right. Now I have an opportunity to make something with my life. Something most kids don't get in Malaysia. And probably found friends that I'll be in touch with for a long time coming. And all that was made possible because of my dad's one brief phone call that lasted only for a moment that would, in turn, change everything. Apabila kehidupan menggetuk Anda ke bawah, Anda boleh memilih untuk mendapatkan kembali. When life knocks you down, you can choose to get back up.
A moment can be lost or hidden, but that's up to you. 一瞬は自分次第でなくなり、隠される。In that smoky, heavily beer-scented room, we were just having a blast, eating disgusting stuff like greasy buffalo wings with blue cheese dip and still loving it. And the guy kept coming back to our table every 10 minutes for refills, and I had to go through all the sweaty men watching soccer to go to the loo countless times for that. We were so full, and laughing and crying like the world's going to end about the names of cocktails, defining swear words, or giggling about our geeky returnee's love life mishap. Back in December, somewhat before Christmas, we had a Christmas party. It was a frigid night with no snow in Tokyo, and we had sang some karaoke and were just heading to TGI Fridays. Our bunch of kids there are called returnees, meaning we have lived abroad and can speak English. We're super close and a tight-knit group because we are the ones who are and can be considered outcasts, the ones who fight together under the pressure of our English assignments, the ones who fail to meet the expectations of our schools and our parents, and most importantly, ourselves. But there was a nagging feeling that this wasn't as fun as it used to be. It started out before karaoke, and I was pissed because the guys had ditched us, and at karaoke, my best friend had ditched me. But she came back during the party because our side of the table was having more and more fun than their side. We were all being unconscious of ourselves and acting crazy and dumb, which is awesome for a breather. But this time it didn't feel as good. Usually, no matter where, what, why, when this group of people got together, the fusion that's created is so fun. It was that moment I felt that maybe I'm not on the same path as the rest of them. The thing about us is that we downplay each other. We deem who is creative and who is smart as if it's a right given at birth. Greatness is defined specifically by Model United Nations and going to Ivy League schools, and we don't believe in each other that we have the power to be great in that limited box either. I'm designated as mediocre and with no creativity, if at all, one in bad sense. I fear to wake up one morning to find myself 40, alone, making decent money at a job I'm indifferent to. I fear that I will listen to what they say and become the person they want me to be. If I keep going on without thinking as most of us do, without a purpose, my fear will come true. It was that moment I felt that maybe I'm not on the same path as the rest of them. Life goes by pretty fast. If you don't stop to look around once in a while, you might miss it.
A moment can be anything. A moment can be a simple phone call that changes everything. Ashton Gunawan, Dallas, Texas.
A moment can be lost or hidden, but that's up to you. Haruka Ueda, Japan. Global Leadership Forum.